Hello, all my animal lovers out there. My name's Nicole. I'm an animal communicator, and I wanted to just pop on and explain about a profound conversation I had of all animals, one of my ducks in my sanctuary here. So I have a farm animal sanctuary and rescue, and I have a duck. I have actually multiple ducks, but I had a mama duck who had two baby ducklings, and she loved these ducklings more than life itself. You can see the bond between animals, the way you can see the bond between parents and children. For me, it's the same. And my poor duck Melody, unfortunately, one of her little babies passed away. And when her baby passed away, she just could not cope with the other duckling. She just pretty much abandoned the other duckling, didn't want it around her. She stopped looking after it. Now, fortunately for me, I have other ducks and I had a broody mum, so luckily I was able to put this duckling with another mama and it all worked out. And I just thought it was a bit strange as to why she couldn't cope with that other duckling, because I thought, as my human brain would think, that you would hold on to that other one even tighter. But she had a lesson to teach me, and she wanted me to explain to other people, because a lot of the times animals can mirror human behaviors and they have a lot of lessons to teach us that are far beyond our understanding. But they are so smart. Animals can see things from a different perspective. And so, what she explained to me when I had a conversation with her, when I asked, why didn't you look after that mama, that bubba? Why did you just give up? And she said to me, it's not that I didn't want this duckling. It's not that I gave up. It's just I couldn't. It was too painful and I couldn't deal with it. And I let her continue, and she explained to me that humans do the same thing. And she wanted me to put out there. Now, I'm going to sound a little bit crazy because I'm going to put out there to the world, but she wanted me to pass on, because there will be someone that needs to know this. She wanted me to pass on that as a parent and child relationship, sometimes situations happen to the parent. It could be the loss of another child, the loss of a relationship, or just a traumatic experience in the parent's life. It could be mother, father, just a parent, and they have a child and they just struggle with having to raise a child then. And it could be the remaining child, it could be just their only child, but they then have they can have difficulties raising that child. And then there's the flip side. There's the child that doesn't understand what's happening to the mom or to the dad, or that doesn't understand why, what is happening, how all of a sudden they're rejected and neglected and they blame themselves. And, it just seems so painful for the child. And she just wanted me to express to the people out there that there are people that have now grown up and they grew up in a situation where they were that child and they didn't quite understand, and their relationship with their parents is still quite strained. But what she wanted to explain to me is to give the parent a bit of slack, I guess, because they just couldn't do it. It wasn't that they didn't want to, and it wasn't that they didn't love the child. They just couldn't do it. They just couldn't see a way forward. And my duck wanted me to pass this on, because it will help some relationships, just to know that it's not that you weren't loved. It's not that they just didn't want to do it. They just didn't know how. And they still feel guilty. As the parent, they feel guilty for what they've done and how they couldn't give you what you needed. And so that was my profound message from the duck. I hope I explained it well. And if you have had this, actually, you don't even have to let me know, because it's very personal. And I'm just going to pass the message on and let it sit, let the information sit with you. But I personally think that animals just have so much to teach us. And what she said was so profound. And I thought, wow, there would be so many children out there that just never understood how their parents could act the way they did, but their parents just couldn't see a way forward. So I hope that helps someone, even with just one person. That would be great. My duck will know. She always knows. But yes, so there you go. I just want to pass that on, and I hope that it brings some sort of resolution to someone's situation.